Hey everyone, I'm Raz of the Razplay, and today we're going to look at a very special seed. It's called the Constant. It is from PC version 1.4.3, and it's from the crossover between Terraria and Don't Starve Together. That's right, we got a special seed, so naturally, me as the seed guy, I'm going to cover this for you. But before we get there, a few little minor details. Number one, subscribe to the channel. Why? Because we have a ton of seed videos coming out, and you're going to want to be here for that. We've got how-tos, we've got everything. Number two, we got a merch store, so if you want to support the channel, head down to the merch store in the description below and help us out a little bit. Number three, like the video. Why? Because that's what people do. So, first of all, we're going to show you how to load the world and what happens when you load it up. Ready? Let's go single player, and we're going to go with Summon Raz, and we're going to go new. Now, the name of the world can be anything. We're going to call it Constant PC, just because make it easier for me to find it. And the seed name is the Constant. That's a capital T and a capital C. Make sure you put that in there because otherwise it's a different character and you'll get a different world. Submit. Now, it can be small, medium, or large. It can be Journey, Classic, Expert, or Master. It can be Random, Corruption, or Crimson. Anyone will do. We're going to do Small, Classic, Corruption. Why? Because we're going to show you what happens when you load the world and we want it to go quickly. So, any of these will work. The name of the seed is the Constant, capital T, capital C. Ready? Let's create the world and watch closely what happens. Instantly, look at that. Oh, the palette changes, everything changes. Oh, the visuals are so nice. You'll get some different clouds that'll show up. Look at that. Ooh, it looks nice, don't it? So this changes as world. That's how you know it works, because all this will change, okay? And then you'll know that it's creating the right world. Now, there's one other little detail that you're going to have to check out. When you go in, where you see the trees right there? Right? Watch this, ready? Scroll on down, find the Constant, and look at that. So there's one for the Crimson. There's one for Corruption. There you go. That's what it looks like. So we're going to go into a world I've already made because I got things set up there. We're going to Constant Large. So I will see you guys in there in one moment. Sound good? Great. All right, so here we are in the Constant. It's the large world, and I want to show you guys first and foremost one of the main details about this. It's the darkness. Now, normally you've got your torches, you've got your campfires, you've got your light pads. So, yeah, light pad right with me. I do, right? Yeah, he's right there. Where is he? He's not. Oh, I turned him off. Oops. Sorry, buddy. Let's go find him, and there we go. So, these things all matter. I'll get a torch in hand, and we'll head this way. Huh, that's it. When you get hit now, that's the sound it makes. Yeah. Only for this seed, though. Okay, so what I've done here, the darkness now in this seed will actually kill you, okay? It's very important to know. So you head down here, you're fine, you're in the dark. See how dark it is? So you're in the dark, you're fine, you got a torch out. Even if you don't, you got your light pad. Everything's fine, right? Now watch what happens when you turn off the light pad. You gotta wait a few seconds, the wings do not matter. But then, it is very dark, you feel in danger, and you start getting hit. You get out of there, the danger of the dark has passed, and you're fine. So yes, the darkness will actually harm you in this seed, so make sure you're careful on that. Also, speaking of light, when it rains, the torches and the campfires can be put out, so they're not reliable anymore. So if it is raining, it can go out. So, just so you know that, alright? Moving on. Alright, the next thing we're going to look at is hunger. And you're like, wait, hunger? Raz, there's no hunger in the game. You get a well-fed buff. You eat food, you get well-fed, you get an improvement to your stats, right? Well, not in the Constant, you don't. Here, you can starve. So, as you can see here, medium improvement to all stats, 14-minute duration. I had that right there. And it lasted for 14 minutes. Some are 10, some are 14. It depends on the length of time. Now, if you get rid of that, uh-oh, you're peckish. You could eat, but it's not so bad. But as time goes on, that counter goes down. You get hungrier and hungrier, so food 100% matters, because if you don't eat, you could starve. And that means you done could die. So what you're going to do is you're going to go in, eat some food. There you go. Now you got that buff for 14 minutes. So now you're good. You don't need to worry about 14 minutes, but keep an eye on that, because if you don't have food, then you are definitely in trouble. And finally, we're going to talk about worldgen. Now, you can see back here, first and foremost, look at those clouds. Those clouds right there, those are not from Terraria. That is definitely Don't Starve Together. But that's not the only thing. Worldgen has, in fact, changed. I've noticed, too, that more food is dropping now. I've seen a fair amount of food drop, so that's kind of important. Because you'll need it, obviously, right? So we're going to move over to the left here, and there are two new surface biomes, as well as one little detail that I want to show you guys. You head on over this way. You fly on over here. Also, you'll have a lot more drops. If I haven't mentioned it yet, I'm not sure I have because I've edited so much. You'll have a lot more Don't Starve Together inspired drops. They'll be more accessible, easier to find, things like that. Now, your first surface biome is a marble biome. That's right, they will spawn all through the world. Do I have another one? Probably somewhere over. I think there's a couple of them. They're not that big, but they do show up. So there you go. You get your statues and all that fun stuff. And then second, there's one more surface biome, which I'm not a fan of. Spiders. Yep, that was a spider biome. You see that? Yep. And finally, as you go through cactuses, you get hurt. It makes that noise again. So yeah, you'll have to watch out for that, especially early on with no gear on. Yeah, that could start hurting a lot. So there you go. You got your marble biome, you got your spider biome, and you got your ouchie cactuses. Anyway, there is your rundown for the new The Constant Seed. I'll have all the details in the description below. As always, make sure you subscribe to the channel because we want to hit 100,000. So please, please, please hit subscribe, and I'll see you guys for the next video. Ciao.